said, a bank isn't a place to lock up money. It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Every farm is unique, but all farmers have something in common: the desire to maximize their land and improve it for the next generation. You need a cooperative that offers peace of mind. AgTegra Cooperative is an ag partner that shares your values and is part of your community. From agronomy and grain operations to energy and feed, AgTegra will link your farm to the future. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierce, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
Farmers know crop insurance is essential for managing risk. It's also valuable for maximizing revenue. The crop insurance officers at Farm Credit Services of America have proprietary tools and expertise to deliver the personalized crop and revenue protection you need for the peace of mind you want. Nobody delivers crop insurance like this. Discover the difference by calling 800-884-FARM. Agriculture works here.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
No need to be afraid of all those upcoming holiday expenses. Oahe Federal Credit Union's holiday loan special is back. Borrow up to $1,500 for 12 months at 7% APR. Apply online or stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where we treat you like you own the place, because you do.
People helping people. Oahe Federal Credit Union.
That moment when you realize your furnace is stone cold busted. We're talking a real put on every sweater you own, I can't feel my feet, penguin predicament. But fear not, there's an expert for that.
Let your local heating experts at Pites Service Experts keep you warm with $50 off any furnace repair.
Like it toasty? There's an expert for that.
Call Pites Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Your winning destination, the Golden Buffalo Casino in Lower Brule, gives you more chances to win. Hot seat drawings, pick a prize drawings, chances to win great prizes, the hottest slots around. It's all just waiting for you at the Golden Buffalo Casino. Find out more by logging on to thegoldenbuffalocasino.com and by following them on Facebook. Just minutes north of Reliance, exit 248. We'd like to thank you for tuning into this broadcast and supporting our area youth. The Golden Buffalo Casino, proud to support Live Ticket.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us, American Bank and Trust.
One way American Bank and Trust enjoys giving back to the Fort Pierre community is through our Spirit Card program. These cards are a great way to give back to our schools and show hometown pride. Call or stop in today to get your own Spirit Card. Go Buffaloes!
Have all of your painting supplies at the paint store in Pierre. They mix paint and they color match paint. They carry interior and exterior stains. Great selection of paint. Find it at 1006 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. The Paint Store, 605-224-8312, 224-8312. The Paint Store is a proud supporter of the Stanley County Buffaloes and the Pierre Governors in sports and activities. The Paint Store, same great paint, same great services.
Do you want to join one of the oldest established organizations in Fort Pierre? Perhaps you are more interested in protecting the future. Whatever your position, the Fort Pierre Volunteer Fire Department is for you. We are responsible for fire protection in Fort Pierre and Stanley County. Become part of this amazing team by stopping down at the fire hall and discussing enrollment. We are not just limited to adults, as we have a new cadet program for students ages 14 to 18. For more information, click on our banner ad on the homepage. From everyone at the fire hall, go Buffs!
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank, providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Service Master of Pier is your go-to service experts for a wide variety of cleaning needs. Since 2003, we have developed the most effective methods and products to service virtually every type of industry. We're known for our exceptional carpet and upholstery cleaning, but did you know we also offer cleaning of all types of flooring, along with providing fire and water restoration, commercial cleaning, janitorial services, and construction cleanup. Service Master of Pier is a proud sponsor of TF Riggs Governors and Lady Govs, as well as Stanley County Buffaloes and Lady Buffs activities.
Acres Ahead is back with AgTegra Cooperative. Now is the time to secure product, lock in early season prices, and receive delayed payment terms on your agronomy inputs. Fertilizer, seed, and crop protection purchases from Acres Ahead also qualify for triple play grain premiums, diesel discounts, and feed discounts. Contact your local AgTegra agronomist to learn more on how Acres Ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Are you searching for an epic career in the healthcare field? Look no further. You can get a practical nursing degree from Lake Area Technical College right here at Capital City Campus in Pierce, South Dakota. It's close to home, affordable, hands-on learning, and relevant training. Outstanding job place. lakeareatech.edu or capitalcitycampus.org. Are
you in Pierre? Or call 224-9221. Xander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota is serving the central South Dakota community and beyond with a great selection of used vehicles. Local trades and program vehicles are available. New Toyotas and new Fords are arriving and selling before they even hit the lot. So don't wait. Stop in and find out what's coming. If you've been thinking about ordering a new Ford, stop in and sit down with one of our sales specialists today. Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit capitalcityfordtoyota.com.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
Grossenberg Implement realizes it's been a dry year and wants everyone to be safe out there this year during the harvest season. So this week, Grossenberg Implement is offering a 10% discount on fire extinguishers during Fire Prevention Week. Get one for the house, farm, grain bins, vehicles, or even your John Deere equipment. Just ask any one of Grossenberg Implement's parts staff for more information in any of their locations. Grossenberg Implement
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
Titan Machinery is your go-to Case IH agricultural equipment dealer. Your Highmore and Pierre locations have a large selection of new and used ag equipment with access to one of the largest parts and whole goods inventories in the country. Titan Machinery prides itself in providing quality Case IH parts, service, and support to Highmore, Pierre, and the surrounding communities. Stop by Titan Machinery of Highmore and Pierre today. Power and precision to grow.
Every farm is unique, but all farmers have something in common: the desire to maximize their land and improve it for the next generation. You need a cooperative that offers peace of mind. AgTegra Cooperative is an ag partner that shares your values and is part of your community. From agronomy and grain operations to energy and feed, AgTegra will link your farm to the future. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
Do you have a new pair of jeans or a favorite shirt with a small tear or hole? Or your winter coat has a broken zipper? Don't throw them away. Call Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery in Fort Pierre to have your items fixed as good as new. They also provide hemming, other sewing services, as well as custom embroidery for a truly professional look and design. Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery is a proud supporter of all Stanley County school activities and wishes the student athletes the best of luck in the school year.
When you're thinking of a new or used car, motorcycle, pickup, or RV, think of us. We make all sorts of vehicle loans. We can set you up with payments that fit your budget. So if you have getting some new wheels in mind, stop by and see us. We'll get you the right loan. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
Stanley County Buffaloes against the Dupree Tigers. Dupree is 4-7. Started out with a loss to Phillip. Then they beat McLaughlin. They beat Bison. Lost to New Underwood. Lost to Wall. Lost to Timberlake. Pretty good team. Defeated Teospai Topa. And a rematch, lost to Harding County, I should say. Lost in a rematch with Bison. Lost to Jones County, but then again, everyone who has played Jones County has lost to the Coyotes this year. Jones County's 22-0. And their last match for Dupree was a 3-set loss in faith to the Longhorns on Tuesday night. Well, taking you back to November 2nd of last year, it was a 4-set win for Dupree down in Winter in the 6A first round. 26-24, that is, 16-25, 25-23, and 25-19. Chloe Dupree had 6 of her 10 kills in the third set and 10 total. She's back, as we mentioned. Rylan Rosso, 9 kills. Taylor Jewett, 8 kills. Jewett had 3 aces. Kenny McClellan had 3. Caden Chasing Hawk, who was a senior last year, 3, and Chloe Dupree had 3. And it was a Stanley County team that had played well during the season. Dupree had struggled, but not that night, as they were able to come up with a win over the Buffaloes. The first meeting between these schools since then. Yeah, that's why I asked Stephanie Huber about that. Is it on their minds? But yeah, I think it's got to be on their minds just at least a little bit going into this match tonight. Just about ready to get this match going. And as you watch it, remember, at the presented by Bauman Lumber at the KGFX page at drgnews.com and DRG News app. Against Stanley County, mainly in pink, they will attack from left to right as you watch Dupree in black. That first serve on the way. It's brought to you by Lynn's Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre. We'll hear from them and then get this match started in 30 seconds here on 1060 103.1 KGFX.
Dakota Antler is the biggest antler buyer in our region. Tony and Derek pay cash all year long for antlers and horns. Deer, elk, moose, and sheep can be cash in your pocket. They'll come to you, too. Find them on Dakota Antlers LLC or online at dakotaantlers.com. You can also give them a call to set up an appointment. Call Derek at 605-360-3749 or Tony at 605-730-0108. Dakota Antler, a proud supporter of all local athletics and activities.
So again, Stanley County, from what we understand, knows that if they finish still in the top 4, as they are now in this region, they will have another home match on the 1st of November in the first round of the playoffs. But that's still a little time away and still a couple of regular season matches after this. The focus is on the Dupree Tigers tonight. We're ready, and we hope you enjoy the action from Parkview Auditorium. It will be Dupree serving first, and doing so is Kea Cooney. Stanley County played it back at the net, put over by Dupree. Now left it back in front for Corey Gabriel, who slammed it down the middle and it went off Chloe Dupree and out of play, and Stanley County has the first point of the match. They were, it seemed, falling behind most of the time on Tuesday night. One good start in the set for Stanley County. Inside the front low, Rylan Rosso is able to put one right in the campfire, and Rosso, one of those with that good match last year in the playoffs, scores Dupree's first point, and they're even at 1. Kennedy McClellan, we told you about her 3 aces a year ago. She joins the Dupree lineup now in the front line. And Daisy Lenz's horse is on the floor. She's serving for Dupree. It's passed for Gabriel at the net. The pass a little low, and Gabriel put it into the net for the error. And the Dupree point, the Tigers lead 2-1. Another serve skims the net by Lenz's horse off of Reese's hand and into the net, into the floor. And Lenz's horse has an ace. And Dupree with a 3-point run now leads it 3-1. Low serve, this one a little higher, and makes it over the net. Left side, it is left for Ali Juarez. Played up ahead, goes off the block. But a net violation would have been, it appeared to be a kill anyway. But either way, it's a Dupree point. They're now up 4-1, and here's a pass that goes near the bench. Corey Gabriel trying to save it, but Stanley County could not. They have 3 errors already, and Dupree now has a 5-1 lead as Daisy Lenz's horse serves again. And this one is off of Olivia Chase and out of play for an ace. The second for Lenz's horse, 6-1 Dupree, and the Tigers are on a 6-point run. And Stanley County looking a little flat here at the start of this match. Juarez sent over by Corey Gabriel. Now Dupree tries again with Jewett. Played back up ahead and down from the back row for a kill. Reese Hand, who actually had a kill the other night, has one here. It's 2 serving 6. Stanley County down 4 in the first set. McClellan on the front row. That pass too low. Daisy Lenz's horse couldn't do anything with it. An error by Dupree, and a second straight point for Stanley County. Dupree's lead now down to 6-3, just underway. Low serve, and Dupree could not receive it into the net. This one's an ace for Grace Sargent, who's serving for Stanley County.
Now with a 3-point run of their own, they've cut the Dupree lead to 6-4. Low serve again, and Dupree's just able to play it. Left set, it's for Hand down the line, and a right-hand smash is good for the leader on this team in kills. That's Cadence Hand, and that's number 133. And 4 in a row for Stanley County. Dupree now up 6-5 after it was 6-1. Left set, it is a good dig to save that by Sargent off Rosso's try, but slammed right back at the bus by Taylor Jewett from the right side of the front row for Dupree. Side out on a very aggressive play by the junior Taylor Jewett, and it's 7-5 for Dupree. Low serve, Reese Hand just able to play it. It's back to her for a long free ball. Played ahead by McClellan, now sent over by Chloe Dupree. Pushed over by Cadence Hand for Stanley County now. Left for Dupree again, off the block. Saved by Rosso. Stanley County keeps it going now. Battle at that net. Gabriel went off a Tiger. Chloe Dupree sent it back over. Right set, Juarez. Blocked. Right back at her and good. It's Chloe Dupree who got up there for the scoring block. Dupree is 5'10". Rosso at 5'11". They have some height on their front line. 8'5", Dupree in front. Left for Hand. Down the left side, off of McClellan, and then it came up to the second level on a mishit near the concession stand. Don't get any cheese on that thing. I've had my pretzel with cheese, thank you. Error on Dupree. Now you know my secret, or one of them anyway. Dupree 8, Stanley County 6. Pretzel with cheese. Never fails when I come here. Right set. This is pushed over by Rosso. Played by Gabriel. Right set for Juarez. Off of Chase. Cross court at the corner. Too long. At the left corner. Now they couldn't quite keep it in play. Side out Dupree, and the Tigers are up 9-6 as you watch. Brought to you by Bauman Lumber and the KGFX page. Stanley County on your left. Dupree on your right. And receives the serve of Rosso. It's for Cadence Hand. Rosso plays it for Chloe Dupree. Now it's Chase leaving it for Hand left side, but mishit. And into the net. Another Stanley County error. That's 5 already in this first set. It's 10-6 Dupree, so that's accounted for half of the Tiger points. Hand, tough receive of that serve. Juarez passes up ahead. SC can only free ball. Miscommunication. That nearly went in. Chase and Cadence Hand collided. It was a free ball that nearly landed in, but instead another Stanley County error, and it's 11-6 Dupree. Rosso, this time it is Wiley to receive it. Free ball by Briley Kafka. Now on the left side of the front row, it is sent wide on the right-hand try by Cooney. Side out Stanley County off Dupree's error. It is 7 serving 11. Stanley County serves. Down 4 to Dupree. Jump serve by Ali Juarez. Right set, and that one a little bit too low. McClellan couldn't put it over the net. 8 serving 11. The Stanley County deficit now 3 in this first set at Parkview. Down the middle. Nope. Juarez couldn't bring it over the net for the first service error. Side out for Dupree. Their lead is now at 12-8. And Kennedy McClellan, the senior, at 5'5", serves for Dupree. Reese Hand just able to receive it, not quite. Too low, Abby Wiley couldn't play it. Give Kennedy McClellan an ace. And now the lead's back to 5 for Dupree at 13-8. McClellan down the middle. This time, Hand receives it, sends it ahead. Casey Knight, and that pass actually came over the net, and it went wide. Casey did play some the other night, but that error there, and another Dupree point, 14-8. And head coach Stephanie Huber wants a timeout as her team has not been very sharp early. Dupree has been. They lead 14-8 in the first set over Stanley County at Parkview. And Integra timeout back in 30 seconds on KGFX.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Kennedy McClellan will serve again for Dupree, who's now up 14-8. Serve just skims over the net. Able to play it as Kafka. Free ball by Stanley County. Left side, here comes McClellan. Right to Wiley. But the follow-through, actually the play by Stanley County going past the center line. Dupree scores again. It's 15-8. 4 points in a row for the Tigers. Serve here too long. Timeout brought to you by Actegra. Acres Ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Actegra cooperative today. 9 serving 15. Stanley County needs a rally, down 6 to Dupree. Caden's hand, the server, right side. Farley just able to play it. Sent over by Cooney. Now left set for Sargent, and not able quite to play it as Kinsey Peterson. Grace Sargent has her first kill of the match. 15-10 now for Dupree. Another change-up serve by Caden's hand. Tapped over by Lenz's horse. Now a pass for Stanley County is too low into the net. Another error on the bus. They are starting to pile up, and Dupree now leads 16-10. With a side out and Chloe Dupree serving, and that's 9 errors already in this first set by Stanley County. A number they will want to see greatly decreased. It's left for Taylor Jewett in the middle of the front row, but her right-handed swing goes wide. Side out for Stanley County, and they are down 16-11 to Dupree. This is Briley Kafka serving on that pass. Went awry. It's going to take a free ball for Dupree. They did. Knight left it for Gabriel, but not quite enough on that set. And Gabriel put it into the net. 10th error on Stanley County. That's 10 of 17 Dupree's points, and the visiting Tigers are up 17-11. Cooney with the serve. Hand able to receive it. Tapped over by Olivia Chase. This one is sent by Jewett off one. Buffalo, who now another can free ball, but another chance for Dupree. This is from the left side. Rylan Rosso cross court, good on the right wing. Killed by Rylan Rosso, and it is 18-11 for a Dupree team that has no doubt. The score shows that they've been the much better team in this first set. Served by Kafka, or to Kafka. She can't quite receive it correctly. It went on a play. Kea Cooney has an ace, and Dupree running away, at least so far, with his first set. They're up 19-11. This one very low. The receive came over the net. Rosso pushes it deep near the back row. A free ball. No, they're able to send for Sargent. Played at the net, saved by Stanley County, but tapped down, and just, I think, a Buffalo went into the net again. As another Stanley County error makes it 4 points in a row for Dupree, and the Tigers are up 20-11 in this first set here at Parkview. Cooney received by Hand, that serve. Left set, it's for Gabriel. Too low, into the net. Another Dupree point off another Stanley County error. It's 21-11. Cooney with a receive by Hand. Now left set for Gabriel. Pushed over, but tapped right there by Taylor Jewett, who blocked it at the net for another Dupree point. Gabriel tried to finesse it over. Jewett slammed it right back at her. Stephanie Huber of Stanley County wants another Actegra timeout. Dupree's way up. 3 points from the first set, up 22-11. Back after an Actegra timeout in 30 seconds here on KGFX.
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierce, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
22-11 Dupree as they try to take care of this first set in a hurry. Stanley County's able to tap it over. Great dig there by Daisy Lenzishorst to keep it alive for Dupree. It's sent to Rousseau. She pushes it over and into the campfire. And scores again. That is 7 in a row for Dupree. They're 2 points from the first set, leading 23-11. And receives this serves. Free ball by Stanley County. Lenzishorst, it's for Rousseau again. Pushes it over, tries to take it into that campfire again. Passed up ahead. Another roll shot for Stanley County. They haven't been able to attack very much. Dupree sends it back. Here comes one for Sargent. And that went off Farley. Good play and a free ball. Able to keep it alive by Dupree. Free ball down by Stanley County. Dupree answering everything here. Rousseau off the block hand with a very nice dig. It is left for Gabriel down the middle, but Farley digs again. They'll be able to free ball Dupree. Another chance for Stanley County. They need one here. Knight now pushed over by Chase. Lenzishorst left it down the middle, but too low for Jewett. And Stanley County does have a side out, but a long hill to climb still here with Dupree up 23-12. So Olivia Chase, a good server, and Stanley County will need her to do that for a while here as they're down 11. Spin on the serve, and it landed in front of Farley for an ace. Well, there's the start for Stanley County anyway. Just need some good things to start happening. They're still down 10, 23-13. Low serve again. The receive came over the net, and it's blasted right back there on the left side of the front row for a Grace Sargent kill for Stanley County. They have 3 points in a row. 23-14 for Dupree. Chase from her right side, right in the campfire. Dupree didn't make a move. It's a second ace for Olivia Chase. And a 4-point Stanley County run. 23-15 now, the Dupree lead. Again, side spin on that serve. Lenzishorst is able to leave it back for Rousseau over the block. Sent it too long. Error by Dupree. 5 in a row for Stanley County. Well, they still need more. Down 23-16. Chase spins that serve again. Lenzishorst left it for Jewett over the block. Reese Hand's able to receive. On the left side, came to Sargent, but tapped right back at her, and Stanley County can't keep it alive. Kaylee Jewett again with another scoring block at the net to make it set point for Dupree. They're up 24-16. And Daisy Lenzishorst will try to serve out this set for Dupree. They have a lot of set points here. It went off of hand and on a play, and they take care of it in only one more point on a Daisy Lenz, his horse ace. And Dupree dominates this first set, and on the Wegner Auto scoreboard, it's the Tigers up 1-0 over Stanley County as they take the first 25-16. Wegner Auto, the one place to go. We'll come back and tell you about some numbers from the first set and get ready for the second. Back in 90 seconds, this is high school volleyball at the KGFX page at drgnews.com and the DRG News app and on 1060, 103.1 KGFX.
Farmers know crop insurance is essential for managing risk. It's also valuable for maximizing revenue. The crop insurance officers at Farm Credit Services of America have proprietary tools and expertise to deliver the personalized crop and revenue protection you need for the peace of mind you want. Nobody delivers crop insurance like this. Discover the difference by calling 800-884-FARM. Agriculture works here.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
first set because I also had 5 aces. Rosso with 3 kills. Lindsay with 3 aces. Stanley County had 11 errors in the first set. They'll serve to start the second. Brought to you by Linz, Dakota Martin, Fort Pierre. Dupree up a 1-0 lead, but a free ball is slammed right back at the Tigers by Grace Sargent on the left side of the front row. Let's see if that gives the Buffs a little life. 1-0 Stanley County. They had the first point in the first set, of course. Olivia Chase is serving. Spin, just able to play it as Rousseau on the left side. Jewett off the block and into the campfire for a kill for Jewett. And Dupree evens it up at 1. As Jewett had the right-hand swing left side of the front row. Kaya Cooney is the server. It's set for Sargent on the right side. Cross court, it's in on the left wing. As the dive by Cooney couldn't make it. And 2 kills in this second set now for Sargent. And it's 2-1 Stanley County. Stanley County did have 7 kills in the first set. Sargent had 4. And that's got to be a lift. Yes, off a try to receive a tough serve by Sargent. It ends up being an ace. 3 points for Grace in this second set. 3-1 for Stanley County. It is down the middle and sent over by Dupree. It's on the left side. It's Caden's hand. Farley with another good dig. It's for Rousseau. Dug by Sargent, but right back to the wall and to the floor. Rousseau again, and that's some of what we saw in winter last year in the playoffs. Another kill for her. Side out Dupree, 2, serving 3. Stanley County up a point. Second set, Dupree won the first, 25-16. Received by Reese Hand off the serve of J.C. Lenz's horse. Finessed over, good. Corey Gabriel put it into the campfire. And it's 4-2 Stanley County with a side out. High school volleyball on KGFX. Brought to you by Yesway of Vera St. Mary's Hospital, First Dakota National Bank, and Sioux Nation in Fort Pierre. Corey Gabriel's the server for Stanley County. Attacking from left to right if you're watching. Rousseau set for her. Lenz's horse set it up for her and right down the middle. Riley Rousseau there, leading scorer again. Has another kill. Side out for Dupree. Kaylee Jewell will serve. It's 3 serving 4. Stanley County by a point. Wiley takes this one. Right set for Ali Juarez off of Chase. Receive, pushed over by Lenz's horse. Stanley County with Juarez leaving it down the middle for Talia Schmidt, who's in the match. Sent over, and a roll shot by Dupree. It's left for Hand now for Stanley County. Dug well by McClellan. Left for Rousseau again, and off of Wiley and on a play, and they know who to go to. Riley Rousseau now has 3 kills in this second set already, and 6 for the match, and it's even at 4. Junior Taylor Jewett. She has height 2 at 5'11". It's received by Hand. It is set for Caden's Hand down the middle, off the block, and they go to Rousseau again. Why not? Wiley's able to play it for Hand. Reese Hand for Caden's Hand, and then it went off of Raylan Vines and on a play, and Caden's Hand is a kill. Just a couple for her the other night. They'd like to see Stanley County with her with more points. There's one there, and Stanley County's in front again, 5-4. Ali Juarez with a serve. A lot of spin on that one. Right set. There's Rousseau on the other side. Caden's Hand able to receive it, but a ball at the net, and right there to put it down with no problem. There's Rousseau again. And she'll serve this time. That's 4 kills in this second set for Rousseau, and 7 for the match. It's even at 5-all. Now Riley serves just over the net. Reese Hand's able to receive it. Off the net for Chase. And they're not going to be able to free ball it over. That took 2 hits off the net. Ended up on a 4th hit for Stanley County. Then it is 6-5 for Dupree with Rousseau. Pretty good player serving again. Update you on Pier Volleyball in a moment. Pushed over by Kennedy McClellan. Now it's left for Schmidt, but right back at her. Oh, it's a lift on Schmidt, actually. Would have been stuffed by Chloe Dupree, but it's actually an error on Stanley County. Pierce, the first 2 sets will be yanked into the Rigside Gym, 25-11 and 16, as they try to rebound from that loss to Harrisburg. Brian Oakland, the birthday boy, has that on River 92-7. Caden's Hand sends it over. It's for Dupree. Now left down the middle. The smash by Kennedy McClellan. is good at the back line from the left wing of the front row. 4 points in a row for Dupree. Here they go again, 8-5. I won't tell you how old Brian Oakland is today, but it starts with a 5. I think you can guess the other number. It's finessed over by Chase, but they left it again for Chloe Dupree. Now Stanley County. Caden's hand. That's off of the block drive. Dupree and Caden's hand. There's a kill. Stanley County's within 2. It's 6 serving 8. Dupree leading after they won the first set. Now Caden's hand will serve, and Stanley County would just like to put some good points together. This one received by Jessa Peterson, and now it is sent over for a play by Dupree. That's good. Side out for them. They're up 9-6. Proving that it was no fluke what happened in winter last year. Now a serve by Kennedy McClellan, which Reese Hand did not play, and it ends up being an ace. And it is 10-6 for Dupree. And Stanley County still has not been able to put too much good together so far in this match. Chase, it is for Kafka, who tapped it over to the left wing and scores. She'll take it, and so will the Buffs. It was kind of not the best bump and not the best set, but Kafka tapped it over for the kill. 7 serving 10. Stanley County down 3. At the net, this is Cooney. Doug passed ahead, free ball by Stanley County. Good recovery, set up for Chloe Dupree. Tapped out of the reach of Sargent, and good for Chloe Dupree for Dupree. And it's an 11-7 Tiger lead. So the errors have been cut down by Stanley County, but Dupree is just staying aggressive. Now Chloe Dupree with a jump serve. Chase for Corey Gabriel in the middle of the front row. She's good in the right corner with a kill. Gabriel scores. 8 serving 11. Stanley County down 3 now. High school volleyball on KGFX is brought to you by Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, Pier Regional Airport, and Access South Fort Pier. Olivia Chase serves wide, kept in play as it had to be, and now the set completely mishit and turns into a 4th hit for Dupree. And the error makes it 11-9 for Dupree, with Stanley County now within 2. Good serve. They're just able to dig. Pushed over by Jewett. Now on the left side, here's Sargent over the block. A great dig there by Shayna Farley. Left up ahead for McClellan. Dug by Stanley County Sargent. Juarez battles at the net. Tap back to her. Stanley County keeps it going. Sargent smashes down the middle. Another kill for Grace. Sargent scores again. Now it's down to a 1-point Dupree lead. It's 11-10. Grace Sargent's having a pretty good second set. Chase low serve. It landed in front of Peterson for an ace. And it's back to even with a 4-5-1 run for Dupree. And Jimmy Ward, the Dupree head coach, says, let's stop this for a moment. An Integra timeout. Second set's even at 11 after Dupree won the first. An Integra timeout. We'll return in 30 seconds on KGFX.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
The kill a moment ago for Grace Sargent was her 3rd in this second set. She has 5. Stanley County has come from 4 points down to even the second set at 11-11. Lainey LaPlante, as it's sent over for Cooney as it went off a block, and Cooney is able to score for Dupree. And they're back in front now by a score of 12-11. Cooney will serve. Kaya, received by Caden's hand. At the net, Chase kept it alive. Free ball went off McClellan. Ahead, punched over by Jewett. Right side for Juarez off of Chase's setup. Now pushed over by Rosso. They haven't had her touch it in a while. Chase now for Gabriel, right side of the front row. Doug at the back. Left ahead, but the pass too low, and Dupree not able to play it over. Charlie Etzkorn, a sophomore, made a good dig, but Dupree couldn't keep it going. Side out Stanley County, back even at 12 in the second set. Grace Sargent serves low. Etzkorn is able to receive it. It's left. There's Rosso, who tapped it over. Chase just able to reach it. Now back over and played again by Rosso. For Lenz's horse. For Jewett. Blocked back at her. Good. Scoring is Caden's hand on the block. And Stanley County leads again, 13-12. Sargent low. Etzkorn receives. Set up for Rousseau. Left side and off of Corey Gabriel. And out of play for another Riley Rosso kill for Dupree, and it's 13-13. Rosso is now up to 8 kills to lead everybody, 5 in this second set. Daisy Lenz's horse serves for Dupree. Watch it at the KGFX page, brought to you by Bauman Lumber. Right set for Gabriel, tapped over the block, kept alive. Good play by Raylan Vines. Back on SC side now for Caden's hand. It's too far, just barely on the smash beyond the back line. And Dupree regains the lead at 14-13 with Lenz, his horse, to serve again. Left side, it's for Hand, off of Rosso, and out of play that time. That's good for Cadence. 14-all. So a block and a kill in the last couple of Stanley County points for the junior Cadence Hand. Corey Gabriel to serve low. McClellan plays it. It is smashed by Jewett at the 10-foot line off of Chase for a kill. Taylor Jewett, the junior, makes it 15-14 for Dupree, and now she'll serve. Wiley received it, back for Reese Hand, up ahead, sent over by Kafka, and good at the back row. She just rolled it, and nobody was at the back row to play it. Again, Briley Kafka won't give it back. It's 15-all on Briley's second kill. And after tying a shoelace, Ali Juarez is ready to serve for SC with that jump serve. And then went off Dupree right back at Juarez. And now Kafka from the middle brings it good at the left corner this time. Back-to-back kills for Briley, and Stanley County's back in front in this second set, 16-15. Juarez tries that jump serve again. Played in the front row, actually, by McClellan. Now Chase left it for Caden's Hand. Off the block, McClellan, a nice dig. And sent over by Chloe Dupree. It's left for Hand again. Off of the block. But a follow-through came into the net for Stanley County. The air gives Dupree the point, and it's 16 points all. Dupree won the first set, 25-16. Russell with a serve for the Dupree Tigers. Received by Reese Hand. It is left for Kafka. Off the block, Briley has her third kill of the set. Went off Rosso and out of play. In fact, the last 3 Stanley County points have all been Briley Kafka kills. And the Buffs lead again, 17-16. Caden's Hand. Just able to receive it is Peterson, but it's too low to the net, to the floor, and a Cadence Hand ace gives SC a 2-point lead over Dupree at 18-16 here in the second set. A lot of spin on that serve again. The receive came over the net, tapped by Chase, sent for Peterson. They'll have to free ball, and it works for Dupree. Right back over her head, just trying to free ball it, but nobody ready for it for Stanley County, and Dupree scores the side out. 17 serving 18, SC over Dupree by a point. McClellan, that went off. Knight, who was just able to play it, sent over by Kafka. Lenz's horse leaves it for Chloe Dupree off the block. Dug by Caden's Hand, left side it came to Sargent. Grace had it received by Cooney, who then sent the kill try too long. Stanley County 19-17 trying to even this match. Reese Hand is out. Corey Gabriel in as she's in the front row. Briley Kafka serves for Stanley County. Received by the libero Peterson. Played ahead for Cooney. Dug by Caden's hand. Right set, little low. Gabriel able to free ball. Chloe Dupree tapped it over for Dupree. Left side it is Sargent. Rolls it. Now left for McClellan, left side of the front row. Kafka played it at the back. It's up ahead for Sargent off Chase's assist and good. Great Sargent has a kill to give Stanley County a 3-point lead at 20-17. They've rallied and are 5 points from evening the match. Serve received, a little too low by Farley. Lenzishorst couldn't play it to the net and to the floor. And it's 21-17 for Stanley County. Officially an error, but a good serve. Another one received by Peterson. McClellan is able to send it off a block and good. Or Cooney, I should say. Cooney with the kill for Dupree. Side out for the Tigers. 21-18 Stanley County over Dupree in set 2. With Dupree up 1-0. This is Chloe Dupree for Dupree. Chase tapped it over cross court where no one was on the left wing as she looked at it for a nice play by Olivia Chase and a kill. And it's 22-18 Stanley County. Now Olivia will serve. 3 points from evening this match at a set apiece. Lot of spin and it went off Peterson, and it's an ace for Olivia Chase. 23-18 Stanley County. From her right is where she serves. This one in the middle. Peterson did receive this. Lenzishorst sent it over the net. Chase left side for Sargent. To the campfire and good. Peterson couldn't play it again. Sargent with another kill. She's been the best player for Stanley County in this second set. Now set point for the Buffs, who are up 24-18 over Dupree. Peterson did receive this serve. Lenzishorst for Jewett. Too long. Second set, Stanley County. They score 7 of the last 9. And the match is even at 1 set apiece. On the Wagner Auto scoreboard, Dupree took the first set 25-16, but the second set goes to Stanley County 25-18. Wagner Auto, South Dakota's oldest auto dealer. They've been in Pierre since 1908. A 90-second break, then the third set for you. A volleyball action from Parkview Auditorium. Back in 90 on 1060, 103.1 KGFM.
No need to be afraid of all those upcoming holiday expenses. Oahe Federal Credit Union's holiday loan special is back. Borrow up to $1,500 for 12 months at 7% APR. Apply online or stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where we treat you like you own the place, because you do.
People helping people. Oahe Federal Credit Union.
That moment when you realize your furnace is stone cold busted. We're talking a real put on every sweater you own, I can't feel my feet, penguin predicament. But fear not, there's an expert for that.
Let your local heating experts at Pites Service Experts keep you warm with $50 off any furnace repair.
Like it toasty? There's an expert for that.
Call Pites Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
A much sharper second set for Stanley County. 25-18 over Dupree. They even this match at a set apiece. First serve from Dupree in the third set, brought to you by Lynn's Dakota Martin. Fort Pierre ends with hand just reaching a free ball, but then it's sent too long by Dupree. And the third set starts with a Stanley County point off the air. 1-0 Buffaloes. We'll make it legal here when we get a chance. First, Olivia Chase to serve for Stanley County. Receive Lenzishorst for Jewett. Off of Gabriel's block, Chase, right set, Ali Juarez, too low and into her own net. 1-all.
Driven by the Office of Highway Safety. 1060 KGFX Pierre. Rebroadcasting on K276GT. 103.1 FM Fort Pierre. Be safe. Drive smart.
Now it's Dupree to serve at 1-all in the second set with Daisy Lenzishorst, but the air sends it into her own net. It was a 5-kill second set for Stanley County's Grace Sargent. She has 7 for the match. 15 kills in that second set, and only 3 errors after they had 11 in the first set. 2-1 Stanley County. Left side, Rousseau off the block. Reese Hand receives it. Sargent set ahead, pushed over by Ali Juarez. Now for Dupree, lends his horse for Jewett. Stopped in the front row, left for Caden's Hand. Smashes too far, though. 4 points, 2 each. Third set, all on opponent's errors. And Taylor Jewett serves for Dupree. Received by Reese Hand. Olivia Chase, right side. Here's Kafka sending it over. And now the pass ahead goes, I don't know where, but not where it was intended by Lenz's horse. Yet another error. We haven't had an attack point yet in this third set. And it's 3-2 Stanley County with Corey Gabriel serving off the side out. Went off Peterson and sent over by Lenz's horse. Chase left it for Caden's Hand. Left side, front row, and sent it wide. 3 all and 5 straight side outs, all on errors. Riley Rosso serves. Reese Hand receives it. Left side, sent over by Schmidt. That went off Lenz's horse. Free ball by Dupree. Reese Hand for Chase. Now for Juarez, right side of the front row. And that is not an error. That's Chloe Dupree slamming it back off of 2 Stanley County players and out of play. And an attack finally works for somebody, and it's Dupree, and they're up 4-3. And now Rylan Rosso will serve. First of 3 straight days of play, as we mentioned earlier, for Dupree. Pushed over by Chase. Lends his horse for Dupree, now for Cooney, who freeballed it. Juarez sets it for Schmidt down the middle. Rolled over. Lends his horse, sends it over again for Dupree. Juarez now on the left side. Morgan Hoffman is into the match to the corner. Dug well by McClellan, but the pass ahead's too far for Dupree. Give Morgan Hoffman the kill, and it's 4 all. Ali Juarez with the jump serve for the senior. Peterson, the libero, received it. Right set, it's for McClellan. Played by Juarez and Reese Hand. Now free ball by Stanley County. On the west side, Cooney. That one lands in the campfire right in front of Wiley, who couldn't reach it. Cooney has the kill. Dupree on top again, 5-4. We're in the third set. We're at a set apiece at Parkview Auditorium, and we're glad to have you with us. I'm David Burrell, Daniel Peterson, our studio coordinator, and Ryan Menning taking care of the video, and Kennedy McClellan's serve didn't make it over the net, and it's 5 all. Side out for Stanley County. First set, Dupree, 25-16. Second set, Stanley County, 25-18. And now Hoffman hits a serve to give Dupree the side out and the lead back. Rylan Rosso will serve for Dupree, who's now up 6-5. Big jump serve for her. That is taken by Knight. Now pushed over by Sargent. Dupree with Jewett on a roll shot. Team on the left side for Sargent again. That one's a smash for Grace and another kill off the block for her 8th kill of the match. 6 all, but we see Casey Knight on the floor. At least we did for a moment. Hoffman was out there, so Stephanie Huber just trying to find some sort of combination that works. Talia Schmidt has seen more playing time in the second set and now in the third. She served. Cooney sent it over. Left set, this is Sargent off the block. Grace has another kill. Left side of the front row as it went off Daisy Lenz's horse. 7-6. Stanley County off Grace's 9th kill. Talia Schmidt again serves. Spinner to the right side of the back row for Jewett. Off of Sargent. Tap back by Dupree. Stanley County's Gabriel puts it back over. Left side, left for Cooney. Blocked. They're able to keep it going. Sargent sent it over a lift. Yep. Lifted by Peterson. Give Grace another kill. That's 3 points in a row. It's 8-6 Stanley County. 3 points in a row with Grace Sargent kills for SC. Lenz's horse for Cooney, left side of the front row. Hand sent it ahead for Chase. Tapped it over. Now Jewett. Roll shot. stopped in the front row, back on Dupree's side, left for Jewett again, tapped it over again. Chase sent it to the back row, lends his horse, left it for Jewett this time, smashed it, but received at the back by Schmidt. Now sent over by Gabriel for Schmidt. Going to take a free ball here from Stanley County from beyond the 10-foot line. Lends its horse on the left side for Cooney for Dupree. Chase with the save, but too low to be played by Talia Schmidt, and that one's out of play. And Dupree has the side out. 8-7 for Stanley County in the third set. It'll take at least 4 as it's a set apiece. Kaya Cooney the serve, but into the net for the error. And Stanley County now has a 2-point lead again at 9-7. Don't forget tomorrow night, football here on KGFX. SC and Faith at Ole Williamson Field will join you at 6:30. Chase, Rosso dug at that time, tapped and sent wide by Jewett. On the error there, Stanley County scores again and leads 10-7. Olivia Chase from the right side. Nearly a collision. They're able to send it back ahead for Rosso. The ball rolled off the top of the net. And a whistle, and I don't know why. Why was a whistle blown? The ball was still in play. They're going to replay this point. I think they're going to have to. Yeah, that was an inadvertent whistle. I think the officials, and yeah, I guess you can't blame them, just assumed that ball was going to come back, but it rolled over and then it stayed in play. The whistle still blew. Kept alive by Stanley County. Left side Rosso pushed over, received Reese hand. Chase left it for Gabriel. Rolled it. Raylan Vines with the dig. Now free balled by Jewett. Chase for Stanley County. Right side Ali Juarez. Off the block and twice and good. And Ali Juarez has the kill. Stanley County has a 6-1 run and leads 11-7 here in the third. One set each here at Parkview. Chase had it at a bad angle where Etzkorn couldn't play it. It's an ace for Olivia Chase. 12-7 Stanley County. Now 4 points in a row and 7 on the last 8. Just able to keep it alive is Lenz's horse. It's for Gabriel, but blocked back at her. Jewett able to make a dig. Caden's hand pushed over, but not far enough. Sargent couldn't keep it from staying on her own side. Side out, Dupree off the air. 12-8 Stanley County. Daisy Lenz's horse is the Dupree server. For hand on the left side, sent on the right side, Gabriel right down the middle. Not a big smash, but landed at the back for a kill. 13-8 Stanley County. Again, for Buffalo football tomorrow night, the chances are good that they'll make the postseason. We'll explain it more tomorrow night. Here's an ace by Sargent right into the campfire. Indecision, Dupree didn't play it, and head coach Jimmy Ward wants a timeout. Good run for Stanley County, and they're now up 14-8 in the third set. It's a set apiece, and it's an Integra timeout, and we'll return in 30 seconds on KGFX. Stanley County is in the middle of a 9-2 run that has given them a 14-8 lead in this third set over Dupree. It's a set apiece. Dupree won the first and Stanley County the second. Sargent, it made it over the net. Skimmed the top of the net. Way too low for Taylor Jewett to do anything. A little bit of luck, but it's an ace still in the book for Grace Sargent. 15-8 Stanley County. Post serve again off of Rosso and out of play. And another Grace Sargent ace. That's 3 points in a row. And Stanley County's doubled Dupree at 16-8 here in the third. Sargent, that off-speed serve again. This time McClellan played it. Left for Rosso, tapped it over. Reese hand, good dig. From Chase to Caden's hand, but too low, and Hand couldn't put it over the net. The error and a side out for Dupree, who's down 7. It's 9 serving 16. Taylor Jewett will serve for the Tigers. Reese Hand received it. Rolled over by Wiley. Lends his horse for Dupree. Left it for Chloe Dupree. Played by Chase. Now Juarez for Corey Gabriel. Down the middle. Went off a Tiger and out of play for a Corey Gabriel kill. Now Stanley County's starting to hit their stride a little bit after a very big struggle in the first set tonight. Much better in the second. They kept up the good play in the third, and they're up 17-9. Gabriel couldn't serve it over the net. Dupree with a side out, 10 serving 17. So again, to explain about Stanley County football's playoff possibilities, and we will as we get chances here, Rosso serves first here for Dupree off of Wiley. Then Chase on the right side. Rolled by Juarez, sent back over by Dupree. Juarez this time on the left side for Caden's hand. Smashes it off the back row and out of play. Kill for Cadence. 18-10. So again, they'll have to watch what the Buffs do, what Kimball White Lake does tomorrow afternoon against Bennett County. They're just below the Buffs in the 9AAC point standings. Back to play here as Dupree sent it over. It was stopped, and Schmidt, great dig there by Peterson to keep it going for Dupree. Left side, Caden's hand. This smashes off of Chloe Dupree and out of play, and Caden's hand has another kill. 19-10 for Stanley County. And also, Great Plains Lutheran 17th. They have a tough one tomorrow night against Hitchcock-Tulare. Casey lends his horse for Dupree. It's rolled over. Chase for Stanley County. This one's for Schmidt down the middle. Just a little too far in the back row. Side out. Dupree down at 11, serving 19. So the point is, it may not have to be that Stanley County wins tomorrow to make the postseason. If they do, there's no doubt they're in. But they may not have to win tomorrow. Doesn't mean they won't try to. They'll take on a good faith team tomorrow night. The set came for Caden's hand, but mistimed her leap a little bit and put it into her own net. Error on Stanley County, 12 serving 19. Dupree down 7 with Kennedy McClellan serving. Seat by Wiley came over the net. Left for Chloe Dupree off of the block, and Chloe Dupree with the smash and the kill for the Dupree Tigers. 13 serving 19. Dupree has 3 points in a row, trying to come back after they were down 9. Stanley County still with the advantage, trying to take a 2-1 lead. McClellan, miscommunication there. Wiley in hand, couldn't decide. Wiley bumped into hand. The ball went out of play, and it's an ace for Kennedy McClellan. 14 serving 19, a 4-point run for Dupree. McClellan with a jump serve. This time, went off the face of Reese Hand and to the floor for another ace. 5-point run for Dupree. And head coach Stephanie Huber is going to call an Integra timeout to try to put a stop to this Dupree run. Stanley County leads, but now it's just 19-15 here in the third. And Integra timeout will return in 30 seconds here on KGFX.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. American Bank and Trust.
One way American Bank and Trust enjoys giving back to the Fort Pierre community is through our Spirit Card program. These cards are a great way to give back to our schools and show hometown pride. Call or stop in today to get your own Spirit Card. Go Buffaloes!
Dupree fighting their way back. They've scored 5 in a row to cut Stanley County's lead to 4 at 19-15. Serve received by Wiley. Chase, it's just over the 10-foot line. So only a free ball here by Stanley County. Now it's for Chloe Dupree. The little push shot is good in the left row. The left part of the front row. Dupree with a kill. Make it a 6-point run for Dupree. Stanley County's lead now down to 19-16. Kennedy McClellan, they're doing this on her serve. It is for hand battle with the net. Hand has it back. McClellan dug it. It's left for Cooney. Sent over to the 10-foot line. Chase for Gabriel down the middle, or for Kafka, and she smashes it off the back row and good. And Briley Kafka's kill stops the Dupree run, and Stanley County is at 20-16. We're at a set apiece here at Parkview. Dupree won the first set, Stanley County the second. Caden's hand serves. The junior. Just to the front row, it is left back for Dupree, but blocked back at her on the left side of the front row as Grace Sargent got up there for the ace block. 21-16 Stanley County. And, well, it's sent right to Chloe Dupree again. Left side, this is Cooney, mishit it into the net. 3 in a row for Stanley County, and they're 3 points from taking a 2-1 lead. They're up 22-16 in the third. And again, it comes right to Dupree. They're going right at her. And now she free balls it. Chase, right side. This is Kafka off the block. Doug, good play back there in the back by Farley to keep it alive. But Stanley County has another chance. Sargent cross court, left to right, kills again in front of Jessa Peterson. Now 4 in a row for Stanley County. They're 2 points from the third set, up 23-16. And again, served it right at Chloe Dupree. So that's the strategy at the moment. Dupree sent it over for Caden's hand. Left side, tapped, and good into the campfire. It's Grace Sargent again and makes it set point for Stanley County with their 5th straight point. They're up 24-16 and close, they hope, to a 2-1 lead. But on a spin and that serve, it'll take a free ball. Good save by the libero, Kinsey Peterson. Now it's Sargent left side. Off the block to close out the second set. Again, it's Grace Sargent on a big set with kills and aces. And Stanley County now has a 2-1 lead over Dupree. Dupree with the first, 25-16, but Stanley County with sets 2 and 3, 25-18 and 25-16 on the Wegner Auto scoreboard. Wegner Auto, the one place to go. So the fourth set is on the way as Stanley County tries to rally and take win number 12. That fourth set coming up for you in 90 seconds. This is high school volleyball on 1060 103.1 KGFX.
Have all of your painting supplies at the paint store in Pierre. They mix paint and they color match paint. They carry interior and exterior stains. Great selection of paint. Find it at 1006 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. The paint store. 605-224-8312, 224-8312. Paint Store is a proud supporter of the Stanley County Buffaloes and the Pierre Governors in sports and activities. The Paint Store. Same great paint, same great services.
Do you want to join one of the oldest established organizations in Fort Pierre? Perhaps you are more interested in protecting the future. Whatever your position, the Fort Pierre Volunteer Fire Department is for you. We are responsible for fire protection in Fort Pierre and Stanley County. Become part of this amazing team by stopping down at the fire hall and discussing enrollment. We are not just limited to adults, as we have a new cadet program for students ages 14 to 18. For more information, click on our banner ad on the homepage. From everyone at the fire hall, go Buffs!
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
That in large measure has helped Stanley County to the 2-1 lead over Dupree. Sargent now with 13 kills, 5 aces, and a scoring block tonight. Stanley County up 2-1 and serves to start the fourth set. Brought to you by Lynn's Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre. On Dupree side, Lenz's horse for Jewett over the block. Caden's hand dug it. Chase for Ali Juarez, but sent it too wide from right to left. And Dupree has the first point of the fourth set. On the side out. Kayakuni serves. Reese Hand received it from near the 10-foot line. Pushed over by Gabriel. Lenz's horse. It's time for Rosso, but the set too low, and Rosso put it into her own net. Error side out. Stanley County back on serve. It's 1-1, and here is Grace Sargent again. Low serve. Peterson, the libero, able to receive it. Nearly sent it too long. Tapped to the net by Gabriel for an easy kill. It was at a terrible angle, and that left Corey Gabriel with the easy play. 2-1 Stanley County low serve. Peterson, the libero, just saved it and dug it for Dupree. Gabriel off the block. It is dug backwards, and now Dupree can free ball. Good reflexes for Gabriel again, but blocked right back at her for the point. Taylor Jewett at the net does the job for Dupree. With the block, and it's 2-all. High school volleyball on KGFX. It's brought to you by Fisher Rounds and Associates Insurance and Real Estate, Oahe Federal Credit Union, Ferding Electric, Edgewood Healthcare, and Venture Communications. Low serve Abby Wiley could not receive it. It's an ace for Dupree's. Daisy lends his horse. And it's 3-2 for Dupree. Sent ahead for Caden's hand. Jewett blocked that. Back on Stanley County side. Handle try again. Jewett's there to block it again. Kept alive. Juarez. Handle try again. Tap in the net. Sent back over. And is able to free ball. Jewett stopped another try. Now free ball by McClellan deep for Reese hand. And they're able to push it over Caden's hand. Received by Cooney. Now for Jewett again. Sent. Was it wide? No, it was on the line. Jewett with the kill to give Dupree a third straight point. 4-2, they're up in the third. Stanley County's up 2-1. Low serve, Reese hand, a lot of spin on that. And the receive went into the net for another. Daisy lends his horse kill, and it's 5-2 Dupree. Her serve again is off of hand, and then off of Gabriel and out of play. And give lends his horse a third ace. And Stephanie Huber says, enough of this. Let's take time out. So will we. 6-2 Dupree in the fourth set as they try to force a fifth. And Actegra timeout will return in 30 seconds. Here on 1060, 103.1 KGFX.
When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank. Providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank.
Actegra with the timeout. Acres ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Actegra cooperative today. So 3 aces in this run by Daisy Lenz's horse. 6-2 Dupree. This one not able to be played by Chase, too far on the pass ahead. Another Daisy lends his horse ace, the fourth of the set. 7-2 Dupree. Serving from just right of center, low again. Wiley able to play it. Right set pushed over by Corey Gabriel. Jewett with a roll shot. Stanley County with a push by Gabriel, just saved. No, it wasn't by McClellan. She dug it, but it went over the net and wide. Good play by Gabriel, give her the kill. That breaks the Dupree run, side out Stanley County, 3-7. Lot of spin on that serve and went off 2 Tigers and into the bench for an ace, and that's Corey Gabriel with that too. 4-7. Stanley County, as you watch it, the KGFX page brought to you by Allen Lumber. They're in the pink, attacking from left to right. Caden's hand, too low for her. Pass a little low. The air makes it 8-4 Dupree. Bauman Lumber brings you our player of the game. We will name it in our post game. Our Family Dental Appear in Gettysburg post game. Jewett had it received by Wiley. Sent up ahead for Juarez. Tap, just able to play it as Lenz's horse. Rosso pushed it back over to for Dupree. It's left for Caden's hand with a pushover. Cooney is able to save it. Right for McClellan. Cross-court scores from the right wing to the left. Kennedy McClellan's kill, and Dupree's on top. Now 9-4 in the fourth. 2-1 for Stanley County in the Buffalo's final regular season home match. It is for Juarez. Dupree left it for Rousseau left side. Her tap over. Received by Wiley. It's left for Caden's hand, but too low again, and Hand couldn't put it over. Now it's 10-4 Dupree. Pierre did complete the sweep of Yankton across the river at the Ringside Gym. 25, 11, 16, and 22. And the Governors are now at 12-4. Received by Wiley for Reese Hand's going to take a free ball here, and it's done by Stanley County. Lends his horse for Rosso, left side, tapped over, but Juarez takes it. Left for Schmidt down the middle, and it goes backwards off of Cooney for a Talia Schmidt kill for Stanley County. Side out, 5 serving 10. The Buffs are down 5 as Dupree tries to force a 5th set. Stanley County's up 2-1. Ali Juarez with a serve. Off of Rosso for Lenz's horse, right back for Rylan Rosso, and right into the campfire for a kill. And Rosso has had herself a pretty good match, too. That's her 8th kill. And it is 11-5 for Dupree. That's her 9th kill, I should say. Chase. It is Schmidt down the middle. It's in the corner, and it's past the dive of Kinsey Peterson. And Talia Schmidt has another Stanley County kill. 6 serving 11. Stanley County with a side out. Dupree up 5 in the 4th. Caden's hand. Serves it to the left side, and it is tapped down. No problem there for Grace Sargent. Reached just enough to put it down. No violation. Grace has her 14th kill. It's 11-7 for Dupree. Offside for Cooney. Over the block. Caden's hand received it, and now it is for Sargent. That's in front of Peterson again. Make it 15 kills for Grace. Stanley County within 3. It is 8 serving 11. Dupree on top, set 4. Caden's hand again with that off-speed serve. It is to the right wing. Cooney couldn't send it over. Ends up on a 4th hit. Another effective serve leads to the Dupree error, and it is 9 serving 11. Stanley County down to a 2-point deficit now. Lenz's horse left side. Cooney. Reese Hand. Played it at the back, and now it is for Sargent. There's a good play by Peterson, but the pass, the dig went all the way over the net. However, not an angle for Sargent to be able to play it. So give the libero a kill there. That is Kinsey Peterson. It's 12-9 for Dupree. Serve received, sent over by Chase. Now Cooney gives it right back for Dupree. Left side, at the net, tapped. And Stanley County not able to play it. It's Chloe Dupree with the good play at the net to give Dupree their 2nd straight point and a 13-9 lead here in the 4th set. If you're watching, Dupree attacking from right to left in mostly black and orange. A serve skimmed the net, went into the campfire, and ace. Kennedy McClellan taking some speed off of that one. And now Dupree's up 14-9. Schmidt is up. Riley Kafka back into the front row for Stanley County. Jump serve, again very low. Again skimmed the net, and Hand was able to keep it alive, but 2 passes were low, and it went out of play. It's now 15-9 for Dupree, and Stephanie Huber again takes timeout. She's used both of them in this 2nd set. An Actegra timeout, a 6-point Dupree lead, and back in 30 seconds on KGFX.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Well, now in this set, Stanley County have to work it out on the floor because Stephanie Huber has used both of her timeouts. Dupree with 4 in a row is up 15-9 over Stanley County. SC up 2-1, so Dupree is trying to force a 5th set. Chase off the serve. It's for Sargent. It is down the middle. It is left for Cooney and off the block. Tap back to Cooney. Kafka kept it alive, pushed over by Olivia Chase. Lends his horse. Now for Rosso with a tap, or for Chloe Dupree. Good play. Tap where no one was. And the right corner of the front row for a kill. 16-9 Dupree. They've scored the last 5. The server is McClellan. Nearly miscommunication, but Stanley County's able to send it over. It is for Cooney. Over the block, trying now on the left side. Sargent didn't get all of it, but enough to put it into the campfire, and Grace keeps that kill number climbing. It's 16 now, and it is 16-10 for Dupree with Stanley County serving. Here is a play that went into the basketball net, but still in play for Dupree. Now on Stanley County side, Sargent off the block. Peterson wide on the dig. They're able to send it back for a free ball. Dupree went off of Knight. Oh, she lifted it. And the air gives Dupree a 7-point lead at 17-10. Chloe Dupree, good, strong serve. Kafka had to receive it on a tough play at the back, led to a free ball. Lends his horse for Jewett off the block. Taylor Jewett sends it down from the middle of the front row for a kill, and Dupree is up 18-10. Trying to force a fifth set here at Parkview and trying to stop Stanley County again. The last meeting between these schools was that first-round playoff win over Dupree last year in winter. Low serve, just able to take it as Kafka, pushed over by Sargent. Now Dupree, it's left for Kayakuni. Played ahead. Back on Dupree's side. Lends his horse. No, the pass. Not able to make it over the net. Ended up in a fourth Dupree hit. Stanley County scores 11 serving 18, so a deficit for the Buffs here in set number 4. Spin on the serve by Chase. Lends his horse for Jewett over the block. Well received. Liberty Harrington's into the match, but the pass is too low. It ends up in a Stanley County error and a Dupree point, and it's 19-11 for Dupree. 2 more matches left for Stanley County in the regular season. It's the triangular in Kadoka on Tuesday. The Buffs will play Kadoka area and New Underwood. Will have their first round playoff match. Should be here at Parkview on Tuesday, November 1st. Not enough oomph on that serve by Kayakuni of Dupree, and it went into the net. Side out Stanley County. Still with a big deficit, 12 serving 19. Sargent low serve Peterson. The receive came over the net. Chase right side, it's for Gabriel. Tapped right back at her by Rosso. Now Jewett sent it over, but follow through into the net. Stanley County scores again, 13 serving 19. The Buffs are down 6, but Sargent couldn't put the serve over the net and puts Dupree at 20-13. Sheena Farley out, replaced by Kemney McClellan in the front row as Daisy lends his horse, serves very low and landed on a hop in front of Abby Wiley. And Daisy lends his horse, has another ace, and it's 21-13 Dupree. That is 8 aces for her. This one's in the middle. Chase, left side, front row, slammed by Caden's hand off of McClellan and out of play. And a kill that Stanley County needed. And a side out they needed. 14 serving 21. Now let's see what they can do with Corey Gabriel serving. The Buffs are down 7. Dupree's trying to force a fifth set. The serve's into the net. (22-14) Dupree. Jewett is the server, off of Caden's hand in the front row and out of play. It's another ace. This one's for Jewett, and it's 23-14 for Dupree. That's 15 aces now for the Dupree Tigers. They're 2 points from forcing a fifth set. Jewett for Wiley for Stanley County. Sent ahead, free ball by Caden's hand. Lends his horse for Chloe Dupree, or for Rosso, but back into the net and back at her for a fourth hit. Stanley County side out, but a long hill to climb. It's 15 serving 23. Dupree in front. And it's an ace for Allie Juarez as it landed on a hop in front of Raylan Vines. 23-16 for Dupree. Jump serve again by Juarez. Pushed right back at her by Kennedy McClellan. What a play there, and it went off Juarez, and it's a kill for McClellan for set point. That was a pretty nifty play right there. The serve was right at her, and she anticipated it perfectly. Set point Dupree. They're up 24-16. Rylan Rosso serves to the back row. Reese Hand receive. Chase for Kafka. Doug at the back. McClellan. It's for Cooney. Cross court. Wiley is able to dig. For Caden's Hand. Too long. Fourth set Dupree. And we'll have a fifth set again here at Parkview Auditorium, as Dupree rallies after losing sets 3 and 4 to take set 4, 25-16, 2 sets apiece on the Wegner Auto scoreboard. Wegner Auto, South Dakota's oldest auto dealer in Pierre since 1908. So now, coming up, as Brian likes to say, it'll be the race to 15 in the fifth set. Stanley County looks for win number 12, and Dupree looks for win number 5. We'll tell you about the fifth set when we come back in 90 seconds. This is high school volleyball on 1060, 103.1 KGFX.
Service Master of Pierre is your go-to service experts for a wide variety of cleaning needs. Since 2003, we have developed the most effective methods and products to service virtually every type of industry. We're known for our exceptional carpet and upholstery cleaning, but did you know we also offer cleaning of all types of flooring, along with providing fire and water restoration, commercial cleaning, janitorial services, and construction cleanup? Service Master of Pierre is a proud sponsor of TF Riggs Governors and Lady Govs, as well as Stanley County Buffaloes and Lady Buffs activities.
Acres Ahead is back with AgTegra Cooperative. Now is the time to secure product, lock in early season prices, and receive delayed payment terms on your agronomy inputs. Fertilizer, seed, and crop protection purchases from Acres Ahead also qualify for triple play grain premiums, diesel discounts, and feed discounts. Contact your local AgTegra agronomist to learn more on how Acres Ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Auditorium, 2 sets all between Stanley County and Dupree. And it'll be Stanley County with Olivia Chase to serve, brought to you by Lynn's Dakota Art in Fort Pierre. Fifth set is underway. Jewett over the block. Stanley County plays it. Left side, it's Sargent. Off the block. Great dig by Lenzishorst. Kept it alive. Back on Stanley County side. Chase, the set is down the middle. It's for Gabriel. And it's good at the back line. The big first point of the fifth set goes to Stanley County. And Corey Gabriel with her 9th kill on a match she's had too. 1-0. Stanley County in the fifth. Left for Jewett. Played by Caden's Hand. Chase, left side. Here comes Sargent. Rosso's there to dig it. Sent ahead for Cooney. Rolled. Right side. It's Juarez, but blocked. It's Jewett again with great reflexes for Dupree, and it's 1-1. Juarez thought she had one, but a flying Taylor Jewett said, 5-11. With another block for her, and it's 1-1. Cooney serves for Dupree. Chase, right side. They go to Sargent. Cross court, she's good. In the back row in the left corner. 2-1 Stanley County, kill number 17 for Grace Sargent. Also 5 aces and a scoring block for Grace. Now she serves. Lo Peterson is just able to play it. Jewett off the block, scores again in the middle of the front row for Dupree. And it's 2-2. And you get the feeling this fifth set might become a little intense. Dupree wants to knock off Stanley County again, as they did in the playoffs a year ago. Daisy Lenzishorst is the server. Chase for Stanley County. Pushed over by Gabriel. Rosso couldn't push it over. Back to her for an error. Stanley County with a lead. It's 3-2. Now can they put together a run? Again, it's the race to 15 in the fifth set. Gabriel off of McClellan. It's played ahead for Rosso. Tapped it over. Oh, and the pass ahead is too low by Wiley for Olivia Chase. And the error gives the point to Dupree, and it's 3-3. Can Dupree keep up the good serving? They've had a big number of aces tonight. 15, make it 16 as it went off of Ree's hand for a Taylor Jewett ace, and it's 4-3 Dupree. Hard low serve, Ree's hand, played it up ahead, but under the net, another ace for Jewett. 5-3 Dupree. Make it 17 aces for the Tigers. Remember, they had a lot in that playoff match last year, too. Jewett again with that low serve. This time it's Juarez for Chase, for Caden's hand down the middle, and good. Skimmed off the net, but Kayakuni couldn't play it. Caden's hand with a kill. Stanley County side out, 4 serving 5 in the 5th. Juarez, the server. Rosso left back for her for Lenz's horse. Wiley dug it. Now left side, Caden's hand. Just finessed it over. Lenz's horse, right side. And this is McClellan off the block and good. Kennedy McClellan, it's a 2-point lead again for Dupree. It's 6-4. In the race to 15. Casey Knight is back on the floor. So Reese Hand just able to receive a great play. Caden's hand. Oh, what a dig there by McClellan. It's for Cooney on the left side of the front row and scores. McClellan saved it with a great dig. And that allowed Kayakuni to score in the kill, and it's 7-4 for Dupree. Timeout, Stanley County head coach Stephanie Huber. Dupree's almost halfway to coming back and taking the 5th. It's 7-4 Dupree over Stanley County. It's an Agtegra timeout, and we'll return in 30 seconds here on KGFX.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent.
Rosso with a Dupree serve. Stanley County rolled it over. Now at the front row, it is put over again by Dupree, by Cooney. It is 8-4 Dupree. 5th set at Parkview as the Tigers try to rally from down 2-1. Chase for Kafka down the middle, off the block. It's Doug. It's left for Chloe Dupree, but Chase kept it alive. Free ball's going to be needed. Stanley County does. Lenz's horse on the right side for McClellan. Stanley County kept it going for Hand, left side tap. Good. Caden's hand. Second kill of the 5th set. Stanley County needed it. 5 serving 8. Last home match of the regular season. The Buffs were up 2-1. Now in a battle in the 5th with another scrappy Dupree team. Lenz's horse. Low, but Cooney's able to free ball it over. Left side, Sargent off the tap. Good dig by Cooney. Left for McClellan for Reese Hand at the back row in the middle. Left side at the net. Sargent tap. Good. Right in the middle. Grace Sargent again. Kill number 18. 6 serving 8. Bauman Lumber with our player of the match. Boy, who will it be? That's still up in the air, as is this match. Cooney for Lenz's horse for Dupree. Back to Kaya. Cooney mishit it. The error gives Stanley County their 3rd point in a row, 7 serving 8. And now Jimmy Ward, the Dupree head coach, is going to put a stop to this. An Agtegra timeout with Dupree up 8-7 in the 5th set. Back in 30 seconds on KGFX.
Are you searching for an...
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
3-point big. The serve by Caden's hand, sent ahead by Dupree, but into the net. Another Dupree error. It is 8-all. 5th set. Stanley County with 4 points in a row. Caden's hand serves again. Passed for Lenz's horse. Can only send it over. Chase. Left side. Sargent at the front row. Boom! Kill. Good. Grace has 19. 9-8 Stanley County. They've scored 5 in a row to come back to take the lead. A little bit of a smile from Stephanie Huber, but still work from her team to do here. Lenz's horse. Left side. This is Cooney for Dupree. Juarez for Chase. Now for Kafka down the middle. Good at the left wing. Briley Kafka with a kill. Every big point for the moment going Stanley County's way. 6 in a row. They're up 10-8. Jimmy Ward still has one more timeout to use. She won't do it here. Hand for Chloe Dupree. Right side. This is McClellan. Low save somehow by Stanley County. But back to Dupree. Chloe Dupree tapped it over the net again. Chase on the left side. Here comes Grace Sargent over the block, but McClellan dug it. Now it's for Cooney left side front row over the block. Juarez kept it going. It's for Kafka again down the middle. It's good. Briley Kafka with 2 big kills in a row. The 7-point run for Stanley County gives the Buffs an 11-8 lead over Dupree in the 5th. They're 4 points from the match. What a 5th set this has been. Hand, Cadence with the serve. Sent ahead. Grace Sargent. It went off Jessa Peterson right to Grace, who slammed it down with some authority. 12-8 Stanley County. 8 points in a row. They're 3 from the match. To Peterson again. Now for Lenz's horse. For Dupree. Miss hit into the net. A Dupree error, and Stanley County's run is 9 straight. 2 points from the match. They lead 13-8. Cadence hand serves again. Right side. Peterson's return came over the net. Tap, but saved by Cooney. Sargent tried to do it again, and now pushed over by Dupree. Chloe Dupree. It went off of Grace Sargent, and it's for a kill that Dupree badly needed. 9 serving 13. Now can Dupree put together a run? It's Kennedy McClellan for the Tigers. And Stanley County is called for a rotation error. Receiving that serve. Ooh, a free point for Dupree. And they're back within 3. It's 13-10 Stanley County. Not the thing you want to do when you're leading in a close match. Serve deep, received by Juarez for Sargent with a tap over. Lenz's horse to play it. It's for Chloe Dupree. Hand kept it going. It's for Sargent. Right back at her and kept alive somehow by Stanley County. Dupree tries to attack again and this time kills. One great dig, but Chloe Dupree had a second chance, and this time it was for the kill. Now 3 in a row for Dupree. 13-11 Stanley County. 5th set at Parkview. What a match. McClellan just over the north of Caden's hand. Chase kept it going for a free ball. Great play by Olivia Chase. Peterson for Lenz's horse. For Chloe Dupree again over the block. Reese Hand is able to dig. Chase for Sargent. Tapped over. Right to Peterson. Lenz's horse. For Cooney over the block. Juarez digs. Slant up for Kafka. Off of McClellan. Peterson, the libero, can't save it. Match point Stanley County. Briley Kafka the kill. 14-11 to Stanley County. They were down 8-4 at one point. Then had 9 points in a row. Now it's match point with Briley Kafka serving. Just to the right of center. Near the basketball baseline. Steps ahead and serves. It's low. It is near the line. It's saved by Dupree, but Stanley County with a chance now. Chase for Gabriel down the middle. Peterson, great dig. Lends its horse for Chloe Dupree. Tap. Went off of Sargent. Now Sargent again. Tapped again. Oh, great dig by Cooney to keep it alive. Free ball by Dupree. Now Stanley County. Sargent, one more try. That went off of Farley and over the net. Chase, left for Sargent again, left side. Tap. Good! Stanley County wins. Fittingly, it's Grace Sargent with the final kill on a tap. Her 21st kill of the match. And Stanley County rallies from 4 points down in the 5th set to take a thriller in 5. And their last home match of this regular season was a spine-tingling. And it's Stanley County taking it. Final score on the Wegner Auto scoreboard. What a match. A 5-setter. Stanley County wins it over Dupree. 16-25, 25-18, 25-16, 16-25, 15-11. Wegner Auto, the one place to go. How about that match? And we'll recap it with our Family Dental of Pierre and Gettysburg post-game next, and we'll name our Bauman Lumber player of the match. Back with that to Parkview in 2 minutes here on 1060, 103.1 KGFX.
Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota is serving the central South Dakota community and beyond with a great selection of used vehicles. Local trades and program vehicles are available. New Toyotas and new Fords are arriving and selling before they even hit the lot. So don't wait. Stop in and find out what's coming. If you've been thinking about ordering a new Ford, stop in and sit down with one of our sales specialists today. Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit CapitalCityFordToyota.com.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
Grossenberg Implement realizes it's been a dry year and wants everyone to be safe out there this year during the harvest season. So this week, Grossenberg Implement is offering a 10% discount on fire extinguishers during Fire Prevention Week. Get one for the house, farm, grain bins, vehicles, or even your John Deere equipment. Just ask any one of Grossenberg Implement's parts staff for more information in any of their locations. Grossenberg Implement
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
What a match at Parkview Auditorium, and the Stanley County Buffaloes in 5 outlast the Dupree Tigers. 16-25, 25-18, 25-16, 16-25, 15-11. For Dupree, this match started off great, up 6-1. First set, and Stanley County was making all sorts of errors. In fact, they had 11 errors in the first set, and it led to Dupree's victory. But Stanley County with a much better second set as they won 25-18 as Grace Sargent had 5 kills. Third set also went to the Buffaloes by a 25-16 margin, 6 kills and 3 aces for Sargent in that set. But it was Dupree who rallied to take the fourth set, helped by 5 aces by Daisy Lenz, his horse. Set 5, great start for Dupree. They were up 8-4 after a couple of more aces. Those were by Jewett, and kills by Raylan Vines and a couple by Kayla Cooney. But then Stanley County ran off 8 points in a row. Sargent had 3 kills. Briley Kafka had 2. Caden's Hand had 1. Dupree came back to within 13-11, but then kills by Briley Kafka and Grace Sargent closed it out. And Stanley County has win number 12 in this thriller over the Dupree Tigers. Well, we have a Bauman Lumber player of the game to name, and we'll do that after we hear from Bauman Lumber. We're back in 30 seconds to Parkview here on KGFX.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
Chloe Dupree was superb, just like she was in the playoff match last year with 10 kills. Daisy Lenz's horse ended up with all those aces. Taylor Jewett, great at the net. Corey Gabriel had a very solid match for Stanley County. So did Briley Kafka. So did Caden's Hand. But you cannot deny what Grace Sargent did. 21 kills for Grace in her last regular season match on her home floor. Also 5 aces and a scoring block. Grace Sargent everywhere, it seemed, tonight in pink. That's what Stanley County wore again this evening. And Grace Sargent is our Bauman Lumber player of this match. She will receive a T-shirt to mark a terrific effort for her. Now, here's how it went. 52 kills in this match for Stanley County. Dupree had 35. 17 aces for Dupree. Stanley County had 13. Dupree had 5 blocks to score. Stanley County 2. 21 aces, as we said, for Sargent to lead everyone for Stanley County. Corey Gabriel had 9. Briley Kafka and Caden's Hand with 8 each. 2 for Talia Schmidt, 1 for Olivia Chase, 1 for Morgan Hoffman, 1 for Ali Juarez, and Reese Hand, the libero, had a kill for the second straight match. 13 aces led by the 5 each of Sargent and Chase. Gabriel had 1, Caden's Hand had 1, Ali Juarez had 1, and the scoring blocks were by Caden's Hand and by Grace Sargent. For Dupree, Chloe Dupree had 10 of their 35 kills. Rylan Rosso with 8, and all of those were in the first 2 sets. Taylor Jewett and Kaya Cooney with 6 kills each. 3 for Kennedy McClellan, 1 for the libero. Each libero had a kill tonight. Kinsey Peterson had 1, and Raylan Vines had 1 too. 17 aces for Dupree, led by the 8 of Lenz's Horse. McClellan had 5, Jewett 3, Cooney 1, and 5 scoring blocks. Jewett had 4 of those, and Dupree with 1. A lot of errors for Stanley County. They survived them. 34 errors for the Buffs, 5 on the serve, 29 elsewhere. 29 errors for Dupree, 5 on the serve, and 24 elsewhere. But in the end, it was a Stanley County victory that they'll certainly take as they improve to 12-11. Dupree is now at 4-8. Again, the last 2 regular season matches for Stanley County will be in that triangular in Kadoka on Tuesday when they play Kadoka area and New Underwood. And again, we'll have the Buffs again here on KGFX for volleyball on Tuesday, November 1st. And again, if they stay in that top 4, and it looks like they will in 6A, it'll be that first round 6A match right here at Parkview Auditorium on Tuesday, November 1st. But we'll remind you there's a lot before that, including Stanley County and Faith in football tomorrow night at Ole Williamson Field to close the regular season. And again, can't say definitely, but it does look pretty good, the chances of Stanley County making the postseason. It depends on the teams around them. Again, to remind you, Stanley County, and we'll talk more about this tomorrow night, 15th in the 9AAC point standings going into tomorrow night, as they'll meet a 5-2 Faith team, 6:30 at Ole Williamson Field in Fort Pierre tomorrow night here on KGFX. Again, I wish I could be in 2 places at once because it is Pierre and T area in the state championship rematch on River 92.7 with Brian tomorrow evening at 6:25. Both teams 7-0. That's, of course, will be for the top seed in 11AA. Chamberlain, they need a win. They'll host Millbank. It's 94.5, 100.5 KPLO, 6:30 tomorrow evening. Ipswich having a good year. They'll close out the regular season at home against North Central, 100.7 KMLO, 6:30 tomorrow evening. And Mobridge Pollock, they will take on Groton area tomorrow night. And the Tigers, well, they've got to win to have any chance at the postseason. It's not even assured that they would make it if they win. If they lose, there's no way. And it's not a sure thing if they win, but the Tigers will try to stop their 4-game losing streak. 6:30 tomorrow night on Star 99. Sunday, Minnesota Vikings football. They will try to go into the bye with a 5-1 record. They're 4-1 now. They'll play in Miami against the Dolphins, 11 a.m. Sunday on 94.5, 100.5 KPLO, 100.7 KMLO. The South Dakota Office of Highway Safety reminds you to keep your eyes on the road, not on your phone. High school volleyball on 1060, 103.1 KGFX, brought to you by Yesway, Avera, St. Mary's Hospital, First Dakota National Bank, Sioux Nation in Fort Pierre, Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, Pierre Regional Airport, Access Health Fort Pierre, Fisher Rounds and Associates Insurance and Real Estate, Oahe Federal Credit Union, Ferding Electric, Edgewood Healthcare, and Venture Communications. And these in-game sponsors also help bring you high school volleyball on KGFX, Potsdam Agency, State Farm Insurance, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, Montana Dakota Utilities, the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection, Lynn's Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre, Agtegra, Family Dental of Pierre and Gettysburg, Bauman Lumber, and Wagner Auto. Bauman Lumber brings you video. You can watch the replay shortly at the KGFX page at drgnews.com and the DRG News app. Thanks to everyone who helped make it happen. As always, Keely Braceland, the athletic director here at Stanley County, to Brian Menning for taking care of the video, and to our studio coordinator, Daniel Peterson. I'm David Burrell. Stanley County closes out their home part of the regular season with quite a win, a 5-setter over the Dupree Tigers. Final score one more time on the Wagner Auto scoreboard. Stanley County wins 3-2, 16-25, 25-18, 25-16, 16-25, and 15-11. ABC News next, and then it's Classic Country to take you through the evening and night. Big Daddy Dave will get your Friday started tomorrow morning, 6 to 10. Thank you for being with us, and good night from the banks of the Bad River, Fort Pierre.